Shalom everybody, this is Rabbi Shapira. We bless the Lord for each and every one of you. Today's Mekorot is a very special one because I am in Seoul, South Korea. I greet the Korean remnant and all the remnants who are watching us via the AI technology to make this a perfect translation of a word from the Torah, whatever language you're listening to. You see, today we are in Parashat Mishpatim. We have to understand the meaning behind this parasha. The word Mishpat is rooted in the letters Shin, Pei, Tet, meaning Shafat, which is a judge. The entire thing in the Torah portion can be understood in the context of what it's already been explained again and again by me from the book of Micah, chapter 7:15, that the climatic giving of the Torah, and especially now that we are looking for the second set of tablets, come to give us a picture for the things to come. You see, there is a first tablet and there is a second tablet, just like there is a first coming and a second coming. And right there in between, there is an intermission of the Mishpatim that is taking place. There's one verse in the Torah portion that really hit me today, and I would like to discuss it with you. In chapter 23, verse 22. God says, Ki im shemoa tishma bekolo, v'asita kol asher adaber, v'ayafti et oivecha, v'tzarti et tzarerecha. God says that if Israel will listen to his voice, again, the word here to listen to his voice is the word shema or shemoa, meaning to listen and obey. And if Israel will do all the things that God has spoken to them, God will take his Israel enemies upon himself and Israel trouble upon himself. Now, Chazal came and spoke about this particular verse. And they explained the following, that there is times and times in history, especially now, we're seeing Hamas. And we ask the question, why is it that God is strengthening right now Hamas? Why is he strengthening the enemy of Israel? Why do we deal with these troubles? You have to understand what Torah is teaching us. The rabbis explained to us that God says that at times he is strengthening the hearts of the enemies, and they give the example of Pharaoh, in order to extract the holy sparks from them. And that's the meaning of this passage. And the rabbis gave us the example of the book of Pesachim, chapter 87. And it says that God has exiled the Israelite only for the sake of the Gentiles who will graft themselves in. And in the future redemption, for example, that is mentioned in Sanhedrin 97, it says that even if Israel is not worthy for redemption, he will put upon them a king, like an anti-Messiah, and the rabbis call him Haman, if they are not worthy. So let's try to understand it for a moment together. This is very important that we understand it. Does God desire for Israel to go to pain and travail? The answer is no. However, at times he prolonged the exile, like we're seeing right now, for the purpose of bringing the mixed multitudes out, just like what's happening right now in the world. What is taking place right now in the world is Israel is going through a lot of trouble so that the nations will be able to choose. You see, the Egyptians went through all the calamities, all the pain for one purpose, so that they can choose to join and to become the mixed multitude. This is an important message to us. So God is saying here in chapter 23, verse 22, that if Israel will listen to him, he will hasten the process of selection of the sheep, the goats. And certainly today we are watching the world. We are watching the process of the sheep and the goats. And I have a question for you. Have you made your decision together already? Did you make the choice? Have you grafted yourself to the Jewish people? Have you grafted yourself to the house of Israel? We are going from nation to nation because it says in Jeremiah chapter 10 that the nation have to choose to be part of Israel and make Yeshua to be the king over the Gentile. Now, if Israel does not listen to his voice, what it says, that it will raise a king like Haman. That's called the anti-Messiah. Sometimes we call it the Antichrist. Is it necessary for the Antichrist to appear? Well, not really. It's depends whether or not Israel will listen and obey and will do the things of God. For you today from the nations, you have to understand you are on borrowed time. What does it mean? It means that God right now is calling upon you to make a choice, to make a decision, and to make sure that you are standing firmly with Israel and to the Jewish people while there is still time. Now, in Kiddushim 70, it says that is the Gerim, those who are joining to Israel, they are difficult, as they call sapachat. You see, there's a very interesting thing, a play on words here in Hebrew. The word to engraft is the word nispechu. The word difficult is the word sapachat. They both come from the same Hebrew word, samech pei chet, which is important for us to think and digest. What kind of Gentile are you going to be? One who is engrafted in ease to Israel when you see the troubles in the world, or one who makes it difficult for Israel to digest them? People ask me all the time, well, how much Judaism should I take upon myself? The answer is found right here in the Torah. Take as much as you can so that Israel will be able to digest you and graft you in. Let us be engrafted in those last days. God bless you. I'm looking forward for next week. Mekorot. Shalom from Korea.